Buenos dias. It is day 4 of our hike on the Colorado Trail. We have 7 miles only to get to the end of segment 3, the beginning of segment 4, where we will then hitch into Bailey. So Petty's feet are an issue. How are they feeling right now? So she rebandaged them. She has a much lighter pack. I took a lot of the stuff in her pack. She's wearing less socks, like instead of a liner and a sock, just the liner. How you doing so far? And we haven't just started. We just started.
Just wearing the liner feels like the shoe is roomier than when I had the other hiking sock.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how. She has a pair of boots in our storage unit in Denver that we know works for her. We wanted to try trail runners.
They were not the boots that made me lose my toenails.
They were
replaced.
They were, yeah, the boots that made her lose her toenails were replaced for something that she hiked. I don't know how many miles you've hiked in those boots. Quite a few. Actually, did you only do the 4-pass loop in those?
No, the semi-pemi.
Oh, the semi-pemi, yeah. So like 70 some miles, more than we've done on this hike.
And they didn't blister me once.
And her feet felt great. So while we're in Bailey, I may try to see if I can somehow get back to Denver and swap out her shoes for those boots, because yeah, blisters are bad news. Improper footwear that are going to tear up your feet a little bit are bad news. So for a long hike like this. So anyway, so it will be a short, fairly uneventful day probably today.
Well, it'll be eventful because we will get to Bailey and we will eat
yeah.
really good food.
From a hiking standpoint, it'll be uneventful. From for us, it will be kind of nice. We'll get into town, we'll sleep in a bed tonight, we'll shower, eat a real meal, so that'll be good. Do laundry, all of the town stuff you do. Pick up our resupply box. So, yeah, half a mile is the creek that we thought maybe we were going to be hiking to last night. So we have only 1 liter of water right now, so we'll probably filter 2 more, and then that should be it, and then we'll get in.
It's a lot cooler today.
Well, yeah, it is a lot cooler today than it was yesterday, but also we're in segment 3 with lots of trees providing shade, so it definitely feels a lot cooler on the trail than it did yesterday. So I think as long as Petty's feet feel okay, we should be smooth sailing without. Oh, P-brake Frida, say hi. Okay, that's all for now. Okay, well, remember that afternoon thunderstorm we were asking for? Oh, we just got our first one. So we get to try out our rain gear. Actually, on several hikes where we took our rain gear, we never really did get a chance to try it out. So now's as good a time as any. Frida's got her rain gear on too, so we'll have a decent amount of this on this hike. We'll get a plenty amount of hail too once we get up to higher elevations. Stopped to take a break to eat a little earlier. Let's see, I don't know what time it is, but we're gonna get to Bailey to the end of segment 3, we think around 12 or 12:30, so not bad. So we made it to Bailey, and we are currently stuffing our faces with pizza with every kind of meat on it and truffle fries. Oh yeah, and Frida is a fan of the truffle fries. Ready? Good girl. Anyway, yeah, so the hitch into Bailey was not super. I mean, it was very unlikely, I would say, that if we could actually get a hitch, and there was no cell signal. Ended up having to hike up the road quarter mile to get a signal. We called the people at this hostel. We're at the Linwood Park Hostel. So then they came down and shuttled us into town, and they've been very hospitable. They have a really nice store where basically you can grab whatever you want. See these chips? Those chips, 50 cents. Are you serious? 50 cents. Each of these Cokes were $1, so let's have 3, I guess. Anyway. So yeah, so we did 7.5 miles. I was remembering it as being mile marker. I'm just like recording you eating.
Wow. You make me look like a pig.
Well, every hiker when they get into town stuffs their faces. This is what you do. So yeah, the mile marker that we're at actually is 40.5, so we actually hiked an extra half mile than I had thought. So I think today we did 7.6 miles into town. Tomorrow is a 0 day. We weren't planning on it, but it's necessary. Petty has blisters and she's going to get some new shoes. So I'm excited for her. And additionally we'll be able to get a new water filter. How long were we at that stream filtering? We didn't even get 2 liters of water. Probably like 15-20 minutes. Some other guy
Got there after we filled 2 bottles and left before we were even done.
Yeah. And he started the day after us, so he's already passed us by a day. We won't see that guy again. Anyway. So, yeah. So tomorrow Petty's going to get shuttled into Littleton to the REI, and she'll get some new shoes. So then, so I guess it'll be Saturday. We'll get shuttled back to the trail, and we'll keep on keeping on. Well, so truffle fries, all right.
I should record you eating stuff in your face.
I'm just holding the camera on Petty, and well, yeah.
By the way, he's drank 2 out of those 3 Cokes.
That's true. That's true. And she commented on how fast I drank the first one. So, okay. That's all for tonight. It's day 5, and we aren't doing anything.
I'm eating.
Yeah, we're eating, and why don't you tell the video about your day?
Well, we got we contacted one of the ladies that was on the shuttle service, who also Ubers and does Lyft, and we got her to come out here and basically give us a ride, me and another hiker, Travis, to REI. Paid about $60 together. We split the cost for that ride to the REI closest, which is in Littleton, Lakewood technically. Yeah, so I got to swap out my shoes. Let me show you. I left behind my Lone Peaks 3.5s and I got the Tip Trails. They're a little wider on the footbed, and they have a little more cushioning on the sole. So I'm hoping, and they're half a size bigger than what I had. So I had gotten a 9, and I felt like they were slightly too close to the tip when I was walking down that little folder kind of thing that they have in the store. And I got a 9.5 instead. So I'm hoping these will work well. I tried them on with my socks and liners that I'm actually wearing, which is I think a mistake that I made when I bought the other ones. I just used their sock and it felt great, but then it felt too tight with my sock and my liner. So I'm hoping it works. And then we also replaced our filter because our other one died. Well, it's not dead, but it was really slow. So we got a Sawyer squeeze.
Yay! Yeah, the other guy that we mentioned yesterday, he filtered 2 liters of water faster than we filtered 1, definitely. He came and was gone while I was forcing water through our clogged up beefery, so this is good. This is potentially a very big day for our hike, so lots of upgrades. So we're sitting out, Trina's lounging and enjoying the outdoors. We're right on the South Platte River. Linwood Park is a great place. Bill and Lynn have been very good for us. They gave Frida a free bag of food because we were taking an extra day that we weren't planning on, so we would have been behind on food. They gave us some for free. Their resupply store that they have right on site is really great. They shuttled us into town and they are going to take us back to the trail tomorrow.
Matt went fishing today and we're doing a fish fry.
Yeah, I went fishing today. They have a pond out front and
some trout.
Yeah. He's like, if you throw it in, you throw that line in, you're catching a fish. They had it's a medium-sized pond, but they have like 300 trout in there. And sure enough, I threw the line in and within 30 seconds I had a fish on the line. He swallowed the hook, and so it was really easy. And then another hiker that we met, I think John, is that his name? Anyway, I'm sorry. I'll get it right. He threw it out and caught a fish, and so I think between the 3 of us, we're gonna split a couple trout tonight for dinner. So this has been a really nice place to take a zero. I would say most of the hikers were planning on making their first stop in Breckenridge, but man, I'd really recommend this place. We kept talking about we were going to hitch into Bailey. That road was a pretty lonely road. I don't know. We might not have ever gotten. Oh, hummingbird. There's been lots of hummingbirds.
2 of them.
Yeah, there's the one in that tree there.
Yeah.
There's been lots of hummingbirds, so
they fly very close to you.
Yeah, they're not afraid of you. They'll get right up in your face. So anyway, so there's no service at the road. So if you're watching this, planning a hike, and you want to come into Bailey, I'd say about 3/4 of a mile away, you should have cell service. So go ahead and give Linwood Park a call, and they'll shuttle you in for $10, and then once you're done, they'll shuttle you back to the trail for another $10. It's pretty reasonable, and I don't think you're going to make it to Bailey too easily otherwise.
No.
And that's pretty much on demand. They were there half an hour after we called, so
yeah. You get to do laundry here.
Yeah.
Which is nice as well.
Yeah, laundry, shower. So they've accommodated us very nicely. They've been great hosts, and it's beautiful. And we weren't planning on taking a zero here, but we might have to make that day up. I don't know. We'll see. But it was needed, and it's been great. So that's pretty much all. Tomorrow morning we're getting shuttled back to the trail, and we'll be back at it. In the next segment, we're going to get up over 10,000 feet for the first time. So we're really going to be starting to push up in elevation, and hopefully that'll give us cooler temperatures and
less air to breathe.
It will give us less oxygen. Yeah, that's for sure too. So it'll definitely come with its own challenges, but yeah, we're looking forward to it. So, ¿está bien?
Yes.
Está bien. Ciao.